Tell me one thing you will not tolerate in your next relationship.
A man.
Tell me one thing you will not tolerate in your next relationship.
They're toxic family members. Either set boundaries with them or cut ties with me. I'm not dealing with that no more. Nope.
Tell me one thing you will not tolerate in your next relationship.
So the one thing I absolutely feel like I cannot deal with again is another human. I'm good. I'm doing well. I'm praying. I'm not straying away from God. No, I'm.
Tell me one thing you will not tolerate in your next relationship.
Not a motherfucking thing. You understand me? Not a goddamn thing. Not even a little bit. Will I tolerate anything? Tolerance has been expunged.
Tell me one thing you will not tolerate in your next relationship.
Emotional manipulation. If you're lonely and really just want company, say that. Don't tempt me with sex. If you just want to get laid, say that. Don't tell me you just want to cuddle and that you're lonely. Don't tell me you miss me just because you want to hear me say it back to you. Don't tell me you love me because you just want to hear it said back to you. Don't accidentally send me a sexy picture or a text just because you either want me to be jealous or you're looking for compliments. Don't tell me that I'm hanging out with my friends too much or spending too much time alone when the truth is you just miss me and would like to spend some time with me. Just tell me that. You have other friends in your life that you know are romantically attracted to you. Don't tell me you don't see it. Just admit you like the ego boost and then stop trying to date me because you're clearly not ready.
Tell me one thing you will not tolerate in your next relationship.
If they have a smartwatch or an Apple Watch and they take forever to text you back, but you know they got your notification on their wrist, yeah, no.
Tell me one thing you will not tolerate in your next relationship.
They better not touch my fucking Mountain Dew, I'll tell you that. Just kidding, I'm really lonely. Someone call me.
Tell me one thing you will not tolerate in your next relationship.
Y'all are gonna probably call me insecure for this one, but I have my reasons. Liking other girls' bikini pictures or promiscuous pictures. See, that's how you and I started talking. You were liking my pictures, I noticed you. You swiped up on my stories, slid into my DMs, pursued me for 10 months, and then I finally went on a date with you. So I'll be damned if you're doing that to other girls while we're dating. My ex liked to tell me that he just mindlessly scrolled and liked everyone's pictures. And I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But no, I'm not tolerating that. Especially not since I am one of the most loyal people you will ever meet in your life. I date you, all I see is you. I don't have time to be liking these other little boys' pics. So do the same, honey.
Tell me one thing you will not tolerate in your next relationship.
A man who can go an entire day without communicating with you. Y'all know how often people be in their phones? You got text messages, social media, emails. Are you kidding me? Even if we got into an argument. You know how many men are interested with talking to women every single day? You lost your mind. You might as well go ahead and go back to the streets because women, those are men that are keeping you as placeholders. If they don't have enough respect to communicate with you for a whole entire day when they are consistently in their phone, which 100% of people are, unless you dead, there is no excuse.
Tell me one thing you will not tolerate in your next relationship.
I hope my forever PP is listening to this video. In my next relationship, I will not tolerate the lack of ice cream in the freezer at all times. I'm very, very upset that there's never any ice cream when I want to eat it. I buy the ice cream. I go to the grocery store. I deal with all that bullshit. The grocery store chronicles, right? And then I come home, I bring it home, and then all my roommates are eating all of it. And they don't say, hey, mommy, do you want some? I'm not going to tolerate this next time. In my next relationship, it's not going to happen. I'm going to put the ice cream on lock and key. That's what's going to happen. You better watch out. Forever PP. Okay, bye.
Tell me one thing you will not tolerate in your next relationship.
See, I'm not about to keep repeating myself. I tell you how I feel about something, and you continuously do it, knowing that it hurts me. You're not stupid, you just obviously don't care about me. Actions speak louder than words.
Tell me one thing you will not tolerate in your next relationship.
Next person I date, your ex gotta be deceased.
I will not tolerate an ex in my next relationship. And if they not dead, up the Glock, show me at work or something. Take that butter knife and peel her muffin cap back blue. Show me you mean it.
Tell me one thing you will not tolerate in your next relationship.
Her sucking off all my friends.
Tell me one thing you will not tolerate in your next relationship.
I won't tolerate the ship. I just want the relations. Thanks.
Tell me one thing you will not tolerate in your next relationship.
You guys have been in relationships before? Wow.
Tell me one thing you will not tolerate in your next relationship.
A wife who has a Tinder and doesn't tell me. Like, oh, I didn't know we were polyamorous, looking for some fun and having an OnlyFans. Interesting.
Oh my god. You weren't supposed
You have some.
Tell me one thing you will not tolerate in your next relationship.
The whole relationship. I don't want it, and I'm dead serious. You know when you was younger and you would be willing to fight over a dude, not doing that. You remember when you was younger and you would chase after a dude, not doing that. You know, I'm really just waiting on my partner. You know, somebody I can walk with, that, you know, walk toward, don't have to chase. You know, he ain't playing games. I'm still, you know, loving me too and working on my daddy wound this year. You know what I'm saying? After my last relationship and just unpacking my shit some more. And, you know, I just don't have time for what this new generation is giving. So, you know, it's just like, it's a whole different mindset out here. And so, I'm enjoying my singleness. You know, I'm enjoying my free time. I'm enjoying my space on my own, you know. So, right now, I'm throwing away the whole damn relationship.
Tell me one thing you will not tolerate in your next relationship.
Where to start? One thing I'm not going to tolerate in my next relationship
And you're
is
what?
that... You okay there?
And you're what?
Sorry, excuse me, I'm trying to make a TikTok here, but silence. One thing I'm not going to tolerate in my next relationship.
And your next Are you serious?
Tell me one thing you will not tolerate in your next relationship.
Easy. Lack of commitment. If you don't want me, keep going your way. But if you do, show it.
Tell me one thing you will not tolerate in your next relationship.
Nothing. I ain't tolerating nothing. You breathe too hard. It's over. You smack when you eat. It's over. If you brush your teeth and there's toothpaste on the side of your mouth, it is over. I ain't tolerating shit. My days of compromising and being like, okay, well, I'm just going to... And being considerate and understanding is fucking over. I ain't tolerating shit. Y'all don't tolerate shit when it comes to me. Why should I tolerate shit when it comes to you? Yeah, it sounds irrational. Yeah, I'm probably not going to ever be in another relationship. I am, because I'm going to meet somebody that's going to be just as tired as I am. But as for now, I ain't tolerating shit. And I mean that shit.
Tell me one thing you will not tolerate in your next relationship.
Oof, love this one. A lack of intention. Now, this is like an overarching thing for any relationship, but like I just really recognize that I never want to date anyone again who is not going to be intentional about how they get to know me and how they interact with me as a person. If someone isn't intentionally asking questions to see what's going on with me, if someone isn't being intentional about like setting up dates and spending quality time with me, if someone isn't intentional in how they navigate the relationship with me, period, I don't want to give it back. I don't need that. I'm going to return it to the store. I tend to be a magnet to people because I, like, I'm a nurturer, I'm a therapist, and I care for people naturally. And I'm not a nursery, so keep it in the playground if you're not about to be intentional and give it back to me. Poor.
Tell me one thing you will not tolerate in your next relationship.
If she does not like when I stick my tongue in her ass to taste all the shit she can put these other men through, I'm going to the streets.
Tell me one thing you will not tolerate in your next relationship.
All right, so this is going to get tough. This will be the hardest post I've ever had to post so far. So, you know what? We're going to take risks, right? If she is a Slytherin, I'm not doing that again.
Tell me one thing you will not tolerate in your next relationship.
The better question is, what will I tolerate? Because
Tell me one thing you will not tolerate in your next relationship.
A relationship because you know sit well with me. Me not like it. So the next thing man I got tolerate my relationship, my next one is a relationship. You can't trick me.